Hey everybody, Carl here. Welcome back to Trails to Azure. We're in the previous episode. Well, we helped out Pierre with his marital perils, we checked out the town, sampled the mood. Everybody's talking about this independence proposal, but one place we have not been for quite some time is the Crossbell Cathedral. The eyes of Adios fall upon me. Reports of mysterious monster sightings have been coming in from all around the state. In response, the CGF has advised that no one travel alone to remote locations. It's simply too dangerous to do otherwise. I pray that all of you will be careful during your travels as well.
Knock it off, Tamo. You're gonna get chewed out by Sister Juju. I think the kids from East Street are having their Sunday school class today. Yeah, I'm gonna go spy on them through the window.
Oh, he's a rebel, this guy. And Juju ain't got the juju to keep him down. How's the old caretaker? Perhaps the mayor is right. Maybe it is time for Crossbell to become an independent state. Obviously, it's not going to happen without some pushback from the Empire and Republic. But honestly, I support the decision. This is what is best for future generations of Crossbellans. Here, here. Here lies Guy Bannings. Now, Musha, can we have a chat? I recently received a letter from my son's family in Remiferia. They asked me to move in with them because they were worried about me living in Crossbell by my lonesome. I understand their concern, but Crossbell isn't a place I could simply leave behind. It's home to all the memories that my husband and I made together. Their offer brings a smile to my face, it truly does, but I have no intention of leaving Crossbell behind. It's home to all the memories that my husband and I made together. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Maybe I come back later in the day, you give me Sunshine Agnes Chapter 7, we'll see. Could be. It's just a theory though. Okay, now then. The cathedral itself awaits. The mayor's independence proposal has sparked quite the buzz on the international stage. Even my contacts in foreign trade markets have been discussing the pros and cons of an independent Crossbell. Our state is under the limelight now, front and center. The Archbishop is currently holed up in his office. He appears to be busy looking into Sister Reese's recent activities. I'm confused. Did the Archbishop and Sister Reese have a falling out of some sort? Oh, this nosy guy.
Sister Juju is trying her hand at teaching today, under the guidance of Sister Marble. She must have been inspired by how well Sister Reese fared when she went to teach a class in Mainz. But despite her lack of experience, Sister Juju has shown how well she can connect with children. I'm sure she'll do just fine.
No? Can I spy? What's up?
Okay. Let's go over what we learned about the trade conference this past August. Remember what kind of things were discussed there? Economic agreements. I still don't get it, Sister Juju. You don't, huh? That's okay. I'll explain one more time from the top. Maybe this is too complex a subject for children to grasp. No, this is important. It's up to me to make sure they understand. When you put your heart into what you're teaching, your students will notice. As long as you do that, the children will be just as passionate, even for the most difficult lessons. Sister Juju still has a long way to go, but fortunately, she puts the same amount of effort forward as I do. That's a great start. I do like shopping, so I guess I've got some interest in economics. Still, this trade conference stuff is really confusing to me. Yep, it's just like I thought. I don't get any of this. The West Zamuria Trade Conference. Scribble. Too easy. All of this information is common sense, isn't it? What? I know what I'm talking about. I always get too sleepy when we're learning stuff in class. But Sister Judy's trying her best. Least I can do is stay awake.
That's the motto.
I wonder if Azzy gets this kind of stuff. I should try asking him next time he's home. Studying is one of the best things you could do for your future, no matter how hard a lesson gets. You know that, right? You guys should give it a try too.
That was a jab directly at you. Now then, let us see whatever the Archbishop's up to. The Archbishop came into this office while I was tidying up. He told me that he had important research to do before shooing me right out. I wonder what it is that hasn't so worked up. I'm finding out. You... Sister Reese took an awfully long time to return from her trip to Mainz on the day of the trade conference. Not to mention, trekking out in that direction will put her quite close to the old ruins nearby. I thought as much. While I may not know precisely what she was doing, this all but proves my suspicions were correct. Can I help you? I am in the middle of important research and must ask you to refrain from entering unannounced. Oh, he's on to you, Reese. That's fine. That's fine. Infinity Sparrows. Get him. I mean, if you just slay him, then Kevin can finally enter Crossbell. Come on. So it's like a one-time... Whatever. Don't listen to my ideas. Coming in style in the TLoH Plotomobile.
The other day, some bracers came by to take out a monster in the northern mountains. They got it just fine, but they also said it was unlike anything they'd ever seen before. I've been hearing about a lot of monsters like that recently. I wonder where they're coming from.
I thought you was going to talk about how hunky they were, but I guess Amy, she surprised me that day.
Well, hi there. Welcome to Der Siegel Inn.
Hello, we're with the Special Support Section, and we hear about a request. The SSS explained their mission to gather gourmet recommendations.
Ah, so you're the ones handling that. The CNS already gave me the gist. How about this? I'll cook you up Mainz's specialty, stamina steak. I can only hope our stomachs have the room to spare. Oh yeah, you kids have a lot of other places you need to sample, don't you? I'll prepare some bite-sized servings in that case. We appreciate the consideration.
Lloyd and the team ate the stamina steak. Dang, even one bite on its own is pretty filling. Just what you'd want from a good steak.
Yeah, I'm feeling more energized already. Well, of course. Stamina's essential for miners, you know. Pair this dish with a beer, and you'll be digging away like a grand mole in no time.
I can't say being a miner sounds particularly attractive when you put it that way. True, but Gantz and the others seem to enjoy it well enough.
Well, Mainz's miners are some of the manliest men in all of Crossbell. Anyhow, if you kids are ever in need of a nice hearty meal, you know where to come.
You bet we do. Nice.
Our signature steak is sure to get you bursting with stamina from the very first bite. If you kids ever need a nice hearty meal, you know where to come.
I do now. Just double check. Yes, fried fish, a classic. I already got the fried fish. That's all you gotta do, Luca. Come on, I'm begging you here.
Gantz, why do I, specifically, need to be the one who cheers Marlowe up? Like I said earlier, I'm sure his recent funk has nothing to do with me.
I wouldn't be so sure. To be honest, it has everything to do with you.
I'm still not following. I'll tell you what, Gantz. Pay off your mountain of a tab, maybe then I can help you out.
Wait, huh? How's that got anything to do with this? Marlowe's bound to feel better if Luca can just give him a few words of comfort. Gotta persuade her somehow. You should make up your tab. Anybody's staying there, you don't know. Could have been some sneaky folks. Some sneaky sneaks, some folky sneaks. I'm curious about how the mayor's doing though with all of this. But first, what kind of monster appeared in the mountains north of here? They say it looks similar to the one that showed up in the old mine outside town a while back. I wonder if it was really the same kind. Yeah, big dragon. Big dragon dudes.
To think I'd live to see the day when Crossbell's leadership would propose our independence. Ereboni and Calvert have fought over Crossbell's septium resources for ages. Naturally, this gives us much to consider. Each and every citizen of Mainz is going to have to consider the ramifications of independence for themselves.
Thinking of the dragon, though. So, the dragons are cryptids. But we feel like it was the red constellation that was responsible for... Well, at least they locked us in the mine. Were they responsible for the... Because I felt like the cryptid might be, society work. But the red constellation was involved with that one. But maybe they just opened the path to one for us to test us, rather than be the one who spawned it. Just an interesting thing to think about.
Crossbell pays out a combined total of 10% of its taxes to the Empire and the Republic. That's a staggering amount to ask of a burgeoning economy like ours. The whole arrangement sums up Crossbell's relationship with the two major powers perfectly.
Yeah. Freaking, we'll get him. Won't we, Alec?
I heard Loki stopped skipping out on work. He says he still hates going in, but I don't know. Looks like he's having fun to me. I want to grow up to be a miner who loves his job too someday.
That's great. That's great, Alec. Just imagine, Crossbell, an independent state. In all my years, it's never been anything more than a fantasy. I scarcely dreamed I'd live to see the day where it was even possible. Though I can't imagine the Empire or the Republic would ever allow it. Our independence could be the coals to fuel the flames of a new conflict. Yeah, it's pretty continent-wide what's going on right here. It's gonna have some big ramifications.
I heard an enormous monster was spotted up north in the mountains. That's not too far from town. What if another one shows up in the mine? Our miners aren't prepared to deal with beasts like that.
It's a good point, ma'am. Good thing we're nearby. Kick any monster butts real quick like. Kimmy, what's up?
I don't get what this independence stuff is about. But Daddy says it's a good thing, and Daddy's always right.
So, Crossbell and Independence came up with that trade conference, eh? Oh, there's an idea. That new mayor of ours has got some real moxie. It's about time we stop rolling over for the Empire and the Republic. Yeah. You tell 'em. Now, let's stop by the mine chief's wife?
Alec wants to become a miner. No doubt because his father is the mine chief. Frankly, I'm against it. Still, as a parent, I want my child to be happy. At the very least, I need to keep him safe until he's old enough to make that decision himself.
Thank you, Miranda. From now on, I will refer to you by name, and not your title. Oh, it's Chiruru.
Here I am again in Mainz, the site of my most recent hiking failure. But I've learned my lesson. Now I'll train my legs and glutes for as many years as it takes to clear these mountains. Maybe it won't be today, but it'll happen. I swear it.
I like her adventurous spirit. Now then, the Mainz mine. I don't have enough motivation to do anything. Luca probably hates me now. I don't even want to show my face at the bar. Guess I'll just wrap up work and head straight home today. Snap out of your funk, Marlowe. Gant's trying to help. I was taking a break outside earlier when Chief Hoffman's son came up to talk with me. Is being a miner fun? He asked. I didn't feel like coming up with an answer, so I just told him to buzz off. This isn't the first time he's bugging me about it, actually. That makes twice that I bummed him out now. I never think before I open my mouth. Maybe I should have said something more positive. You think? He was just showing curiosity. Marlowe hasn't been able to focus on work at all lately. He even turned down an invitation to go drinking. What's gotten into him? It's just a funk. My wife's been on edge lately because of those large, mysterious monsters people keep reporting. I'm used to monsters appearing in the mine, so I doubt we have anything to worry about. That said, I got injured by a warhound a while back, so I guess I shouldn't talk. That's right, Max. I think he also gave me like one of the books I needed way back when. Looking in our detective notebook, everybody, we have Old Mine Monster Extermination, the Megalo Bat. So that's in the old deserted mine outside of Mainz. There's so many mines and old mines and deserted mines and mines inside of mines. But should be no trouble locating this one. I don't suppose I could ride my car there, could I? That's a little greedy. That's a little greedy. I can use my legs. These legs were made for walking. And I'm gonna walk my way over there. I'm curious to see how the place looks now. Oh, place the door at the Cathedral mine. The spare key obtained from Mayor Bixen should be able to unlock it. The gate was unlocked. Let's go! Now then, we should have a shortcut to get us where we need to go. Let's head on down here. Forgotten the funk. This is more funky than Marlowe's funk. Oh! Right! Right! I didn't think about that. Now that the ladder's repaired. Wait, has there always been a treasure? Wait, no, this is a monster chest. Yeah. 85, still a little higher. It's a ladder. Thanks, Sherlock. Alright. Run away, shroomy boy. I would bet it would be the big chamber at the end where the dragon used to reside. That's my only bet. Let's see, do we got it? Yeah, it's a big Megalo Bat. That's like the first boss we fought this in Trails from Zero. Alright, he brought friends. He brought friends. Megalo Bat, huh? We'll see about that. Got him, Lloyd. Bat that became fat after sucking too much blood. Uses its weight to fight. Alright, water's good. And the higher elements are also active, so space is good. Now then, how about you and me? Howling Raid! Cool. And you. Look, they both got 50 CP back. Dude, I could just use these forever. Alright, I need a Mega Strike with Lloyd's. I think, you know, it's worth doing it with the original team because they have the, like, upgraded version of the rest crafts. So let's see, 6k versus... Wait, 4k? What's the other one? 4k too? Fat press! Bang, bang, bang. Ah, I don't like that. They could probably do some feints or something like that. So instead... Boosh! Lift 4 fat bats in the air. And then... chomp them good! So goofy looking. That's what I love. Blam, blam, blam. And... blam! All done. Ooh. Some experience too. Exterminated monster, craft book blast! Look at that. It was hiding a craft book. I think this one's geared towards Tio and Noel's weapons of choice. Shall we begin testing it, Noel? I'm game if you are. Let's do this, Tio. Oh, I have to check that out. I mean, I both have them both in the party. Blast hammer. That's really cool. I might have some S-crafts that I've yet to test out yet because I haven't had that constellation of party members. It's worth keeping in mind too. I would like to see as much as I can see. But with that monster done, that really wraps up all of our optional quests so far because the Taste of Crossbell will just keep on being a thing. We still have more food to try, so let's just look into how many we have so far. So let's see here. The explanation, see it at the restaurant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think that's at 9. And we need 11. So what other places are there? Well, there's Bellguard Gate for one. They have a mess hall there. That might be. For some reason, the guide doesn't really tell me about all of these extra places, but it's not hard to find. So, and maybe it's like, oh, they'll say
in like day 2 of the guides, but I'm kind of just doing it at my own order. Now, let's get back to that car, and then I think let's pursue some more of these tasty Crossbell dishes while we're out here. We also do want to step by Bellguard Gate either way for some talkies before we eventually make our way to Ursula Road, where we got that sneaky cryptid hiding. What if Reese knows anything about that? Alright. Bellguard Gate. Boop boop. There we are. All good. Ever since independence was proposed at the trade conference, things have been pretty tense around the borders. We shouldn't be surprised though, after the way Mayor Croix just threw it out there point blank. Oh well, just means that we have to stay sharp and keep our guards up.
Like they said at the trade conference, compared to other militaries, the CGF is a half-cocked imitation. The Empire and the Republic are the ones who made it that way to begin with, though. And yet they had the gall to use it as leverage against us. It really grinds my gears.
Yeah, that is messed up now that you point it out. Damn. You okay there? Warrant Officer Murray got promoted to second lieutenant the other day. Even among countries with more proper militaries, that's still quite a high rank. I don't doubt she'll keep climbing the chain of command either. Yo. An independent Crossbell is just a fool's flight of fancy. Crossbell exists to serve the Empire. That's exactly how it should stay.
And that's what you sound like, you buffoon.
The Imperial Army's been conducting drills inside Corellia Fortress as a show of force. Are they trying to put pressure on the Guardian Force? Or no, Mayor Croix is probably their actual target here. Still, this tension is downright tame compared to how it was before the non-aggression pact was signed.
Now then. Past this point, so it is blocked now, as per usual. Makes sense.
Is there food at the mess hall?
Hey, Randy. And I see you brought the SSS along, too. Anything I can get you?
Hiya, Stella.
We're actually here on business. You see...
The SSS explained their mission to gather gourmet recommendations.
Now that you mention it, I think that rings a bell. Here, I'll serve you up some of the Bellyful Hotpot I usually make for the guardsmen. So the Bellguard unit likes Hotpot too? Who knew? My appetite is whetted. I'm glad to hear it. Sit tight and I'll bring a fresh pot right over.
Lloyd and the team ate the Bellyful Hotpot.
My, you can almost feel it warming you up from the inside. It doesn't skimp on the meat to make room for all the vegetables either. You couldn't ask for a more nourishing dish. CGF training can get pretty rigorous. The guardsmen need filling food like this if they want to last.
It's no wonder.
We often have hot pot parties, but everyone always ends up fighting over who gets the biggest chunks of meat. When Randy was here, he would even sneak bites from other people's plates. Why am I not surprised?
A guy's gotta take care of himself, you know?
The Bellyful Hotpot I serve to the guardsmen sure is delicious, huh? We often have hot pot parties, but everyone always ends up fighting over who gets the biggest chunks of meat.
Indeed they do, Stella. How's the relationship, by the way? The tension around here these days is wearing me out. Wait, my shining Stella's watching me. I've got to stay sharp. Wouldn't want to risk looking sloppy in front of her.
He's in that stage of his relationship, huh? They say the mysterious monsters around the state are only growing in number. Things just aren't safe here anymore. I'm going back to Arabonia the second I can.
Probably not a bad idea. There's cryptids on the roads, ma'am. The CGF would be operated like a standard military if Crossbell became independent. They'd be able to upgrade the guardsmen's equipment, not to mention add actual tanks to their arsenal. Oh man, as a military enthusiast, that would be so cool to see. Yes. Gear up, Crossbell. Rise up. Stand against your oppressors. Let's see here. All good. Mireille? What's up? I heard about a promotion.
How's it hanging, Warrant Officer Murray? Working hard or hardly working?
You know very well the answer to that question. Honestly, Randy, I told you just the other day that I was promoted to second lieutenant. Ignore him. Congratulations on your promotion. Thank you, Sergeant Major. It feels nice to be moving up, but it also means I'm going to be saddled with additional responsibilities. I just have to buckle down and apply myself even more from here on out.
Even more? Like you aren't walking around with a stun halberd up your butt already. You're gonna get burned out if you keep that up. You gotta learn how to chillax. Be as cool as the other side of the pillow.
I don't recall asking for life advice from the local moron, Randy. But thank you for spoiling our pleasant conversation. Promotion or not, some things are never gonna change, huh?
By the way, where's that gift I bought for your promotion? Aren't you gonna wear it? You know, that shiny little thing I picked up at Michelin?
You bought her a present? Jewelry even? Be reasonable, Randy. You should know I can't wear something like that while I'm in uniform. I'm a ranking officer of the CGF. It's too flashy, so I put it away as a keepsake. I mean, I stuffed it away somewhere out of sight because I couldn't stand to look at it. That's right. I bet I just tossed it in the back of my desk or something.
You're blushing, Mireille.
Cute. Anyway, now that I've been promoted, I plan to devote myself to the CGF more than ever before. I'm gonna have to if I want to be at least a little useful to the commander.
At the risk of repeating myself, these talkies are so juicy. Oh, there's so much character. It's just more of the people I love.
Crossbell can't ignore the potential threat these mysterious cryptids pose. Unfortunately, due to the political climate, the CGF must focus on our state borders. I'm counting on all of you to spearhead this investigation in our stead. We won't let you down, Commander.
I feel like we've already been doing a good job. One monster down, one to go. Nobody out here. But we know that up top, a romantic drama is unfolding. Here we go. Brood and the Flannel or something, I think her name is? Flammy? Ever since the mayor proposed independence, the Empire and Republic have been openly pressuring Crossbell. Things are so tense right now that my stomach is in knots. I hope things calm down sooner rather than later. Yeah, I don't know how many times the word independence has been said this chapter alone, but I think it's triple digits.
Like everyone else, I was shocked by the independence proposal. Still, maybe this is what it would take to properly protect Crossbell. Here's hoping it becomes a reality.
Yeah, the independence. Alright, let's leave the sight of Gorelia Fortress. There's a bad taste in my mouth. Sight of the Empire. Now then, with a belly full of hot pots, we can mosey on out of here. That was Bellguard Gate, everybody. I believe the final food item should then be at St. Ursula itself, which makes sense. They got a Kirsch at the inn, making good stuff, but let's make sure we don't forget about the police academy. If Crossbell becomes independent, we're likely to see a major overhaul to the criminal justice system, one that's far less forgiving than it is now. I bet they do a pretty good job of reducing the number of cases we get of foreigners crossing into our borders to break the law. That's if we become independent, of course. Yeah. The matter of independence. Is that Crawford?
It's Cadet. Even those of us at the Academy know that independence would have a major impact on our futures as police officers. If nothing else, a lot of the cadets are rooting for it to happen so that the police force can grow as an organization.
Indeed. I mean, you could tell by the hair that it wasn't Juna. Yellow. A cryptid was spotted in Knox Forest recently. 2 bracers named Lynn and Aeolia went in to exterminate it, but were unable to track it down. That's where the CGF holds their survival training, so we're closing the grounds as a precaution until the situation is under control. Right, I should probably give some dishes. We have those supreme dishes too for the Jizo and East Trade. Let's get some Headsman's Noodle, Abominable Stew, Mountaineer's Meal, Riverman's Meal, Spicy Bomblet Rice, Pasta Needles, Brown Liquid, Purple Liquid, Potent Bamboo Remedy, Secrecy Popcorn. I kind of wanted these for myself, but Racing Ice Cream, Jiggly Pudding, Magica Soup, Enigma Candy, Warning Sandwich. There you go. Thanks a bunch. Feel free to make me any more peculiar dishes you might cook up. Thank you, Quan. Will do. Now then, jump in that ride of ours. And we should really have checked out everything we needed to check out, methinks. So, let's go St. Ursula, and then we can make our way upwards towards the monster once we're done here. For now, Tony, my man. Hello, and welcome to St. Ursula Medical College. If you're hoping to see Dr. Salen, I just saw her head into the courtyard a bit ago. She's spending more and more time there these days. A lot has been on her mind, I'm sure. Yeah, what, with Shizuku's surgery? I gotta hear how that went. Ada.
Everyone believed the surgery would be a success with Dr. Salen at the helm. But maybe current medical technology just isn't enough to restore Shizuku's vision. Salen? Dr. Salen? Oh, hello. My apologies, but I need some time alone to think. The result of Shizuku's operation must be hitting her especially hard. Yeah, she was the surgeon in charge of the procedure after all. Dr. Salen looks like she's deep in thought. We should leave her be right now.
Meanwhile, Ada just running laps around us. Let me guess. The mayor's proposal has been the talk of the town, right? Independence. Now there's a dream every Crossbell has had for who knows how long. Personally, I'm all in favor of it. Once you highlight a word like that, it just pops out all the more.
L'Electier Inn. Let's go.
Hey there, and welcome to L'Electier. Can I help you to a meal?
Sort of. We're from the CPD Special Support Section. We heard of our request we received.
The SSS explained their mission to gather gourmet recommendations.
Oh, right, the gourmet guide. Someone from the CNS did get in touch with me about that. There's just one problem.
What do you mean?
The dish I'm offering needs a lot of time to cook properly. And unfortunately, I just plumb ran out. So sorry, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to wait until I whipped up another round.
That's a bad break for us, but there's no dish, there's no dish.
Pardon me, how much time will it take before a new batch is ready?
Let's see, I just started on a new one last night, so it should be done about 48 hours from now. Come see me the day after next, and I'll hook you up. It simmers for 3 whole days? Those must be some rich flavors you're drawing out. I look forward to tasting the final product. Oh, you're gonna love it. Just don't forget to drop by again once it's done. 3 days simmer. It's probably gonna be pretty good. All right. My recommended dish is gonna take some time to fully simmer. It should be ready in about 2 days' time. So be sure not to forget about me because it's gonna knock your socks off. I've noticed that Litton is always off helping out with surgeries or making rounds around the hospital. He's on a completely different level than a freshman like me.
Litton has been working at 100 Selge an hour ever since what happened to his supervisor. It's driving him half to death. You need to remember to be patient. The only way to improve is to study, study, and study some more.
Flora has a point. We're not going to get anywhere by being impatient. But I'm not ready to agree with her about reading anatomy books while eating. Yeah.
Litton's been working at 100 cells per hour ever since what happened to his last supervisor. I won't let him outdo me when it comes to hitting the books. But his progress makes sense after all the hands-on experience he's been getting.
Indeed. I'm glad. Litton's kind of a... Well, nobody here is truly a klutz since Cerrone is around. So she kind of just... Everybody looks better when Cerrone's around.
Arius McLean was on pins and needles the entire time Shizuku was in the OR, worried absolutely sick, no doubt. Everyone in Crossbell knows and worships him as a hero, the divine blade of wind. But in the end, he's still only human. Seeing him in that state, it dawned on me that he was just like any other loving father, worried for his daughter.
Aw, that's so wholesome. And heartbreaking. Alright. Well then. Let's go one step up. Yahoo! Nothing here. Yahoo! Nothing here. All the boys are out and about. All the girls are out and about. Checks out. Cerrone!
Mayfa was tearing up bad the day Michael was discharged from the hospital, so I lent her my big hanky. I thought it worked at first because she stopped crying, but then I realized she was giving me a really nasty stare. I mean, what kind of thanks is that? She didn't even give it back afterward.
Oh, Cerrone, you...
I wonder why Mayfa stole my hanky like that. I mean, how inconsiderate, right? I was the one who found it in the dorms. It's the best hanky I've ever had, too. So pretty and soft to the touch.
Wait, was it maybe her hanky? Also, there's boogers on these sheets, Cerrone. You should redo them. Redo them! Wash them again. Some stains never fades.
This is the way to research ward, isn't it? We don't have any business there right now.
Sensible, young lads. Lloyd was. Now then. I am told that the SSS has taken on the cryptid investigation. My apologies. Such matters are typically under Bracer jurisdiction, but with me being away from the guild right now. Knock it off. You don't need to worry about that. It's still a joint investigation. Not like my kids are biting off more than they can chew. Trust them to take care of things for today, at least. So you say. Come on. You know as well as anyone how much they've grown this year. Besides, you should be enjoying this time together while you have it. You don't get to do this nearly enough. If you ask me, a dad's place at times like these is right beside his daughter. I'm in your debt, Sergei.
Thank you, Chief. That's very kind of you.
Pardon us.
The SSS? What are you guys doing here? I told them I'd be coming alone since all of you are supposed to be busy today.
Sorry about that, Chief. We wanted to check in on Shizuku ourselves. Oh, wait, what? Thank you for visiting SSS. Oh, Shizuku. I've never seen you with your eyes open like that. Does that mean your sight is back? No, not exactly.
Dr. Salen did everything that she could as the operating surgeon. On paper, the procedure was a success, but her vision has not fully recovered. All that has returned thus far is her ability to perceive light around her. That's so?
I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry about me, everyone. I'm okay. But since you're all here, would it be alright for us to take a walk to the roof together, Father?
That'd be nice. I was just starting to think it's a little crowded in here. We could all use some fresh air.
But Shizuku just had surgery. Shouldn't she be taking it easy?
The doctor said her condition is stable, so long as she isn't exposed to strong light for an extended period of time. Seeing as today's a little overcast, there shouldn't be any issues with taking her outside. I'll inform the staff. Would you all help Shizuku out of bed and make sure she's ready to go?
So the Divine Blade of Wind has a soft spot for his darling little girl. Add him to the list, I suppose. He's always like that. Father is a kind man once you get to know him.
Yeah, and now we can go for a little jog, skip, and walk with the guy.
We're up for it. I'm excited already. It's uncanny that her eyes are open now. Can't put my finger on it.
Watch your step, Shizuku.
I will, Father. The breeze is so nice, and the sunlight is so warm. I almost forgot how bright it could get.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Shizuku. Now that I think about it, Arios did mention something about you being able to perceive light again.
I'm still not able to make out any details, but yes, that's right. I can sense how bright it is now, almost like there's a white haze all around me.
A white haze?
I think I can imagine it. Your eyes know there's light there, but it's not the same as having vision.
Oh, you don't have to be sad for my sake, everyone. I'm very happy with how well the surgery went.
You are?
Well, at first, I was upset that I didn't get all of my eyesight back, of course. At that point, I started giving up hope that I was ever going to get better. Shizuku. But after thinking about it, I realized this was the first treatment I've ever had that's made this much progress. That means my eyes can still get better, even if it takes a long time. It gave me a reason to believe again. Plus, I don't want to let down Father, Kia, and everyone at the hospital who's been supporting me. So I'm not gonna give up. I want to continue my treatments.
Shizuku, you're amazing. Not everyone has that kind of strength.
Well, I don't know if I'd call it strong. I still need everyone's help. Without Father here to pay my hospital bills for me, I don't know what I'd do.
As long as you haven't given up, I'll support you for as long as it takes. So don't worry about that, Shizuku. Just focus on getting better for us. That's exactly what your mother would want too.
You're right, Father. Thank you. I know Mother's with the goddess, watching over us, so I'll keep doing my best to make a recovery. For you and her both.
Kid's got some fire in her belly, eh, Arios? No question who her daddy is. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? I'd say she gets it from her mother, if anything. It's almost time for us to return to your room, Shizuku. Doctor's orders.
Oh, yes, of course.
We'll walk you back inside.
Afterwards, Lloyd and the others enjoyed a few moments of light conversation in Shizuku's hospital room. All right, I should be getting back to work. You two enjoy your father-daughter time, Arios. Much appreciated, Sergei.
We'll see you tonight, Chief.
Will do. I'll be expecting to hear all about your cryptid investigation. With the divine dad of wind here taking some time off, this is your chance to close the gap.
The divine what?
Huh. Later, guys.
Thank you for coming, Chief.
Divine dad of wind. I can't believe he said that with the man himself still in the room.
Who else do we know who could get away with that?
Huh. Well, he is my former superior. I can afford him a little bit of leeway. Nevertheless, he was correct. I hope you have no objections to investigating the cryptids for today. I plan to be back to work first thing tomorrow. Until then, lend your aid to Scott, Wenzel, Aeolia, and Lynn.
We will do what we can. Thank you for covering for Father, everyone. I hope your work goes well. And I'm glad you visited too. It was fun talking with you all.
The pleasure was all ours, Shizuku. We'll come see you again soon. Take care.
Oh, what a scene! What a scene! So optional. I'll leave the investigation of the cryptids to you and yours. I plan to be back to work first thing tomorrow. Until then, lend your aid to the others.
Oh, I just remembered. Kia also came to visit me yesterday. But I think hearing about my surgery only made her sad.
Now that you mention it, there did seem to be something on her mind this morning. Don't worry about it too much, Shizuku. Just stay positive, and I'm sure Kia will cheer up eventually.
I hope so. I hope Kia cheers up soon.
Just me exhaling air. That's all I need to say. Just the linen room. It's been demystified. I'm not really all that hype about the linen room anymore, guys. It's kind of passé.
Watching Michael frantically wave his hand goodbye as he left the hospital had me in tears. Cyrone silently offered me a handkerchief when she noticed. It was surprisingly considerate. Or so I thought. Upon closer inspection, I realized she had actually handed me my favorite scarf that I thought I'd lost. Had I not been such an emotional wreck, I would have laid into Cyrone right then and there.
Okay, so we were almost right on that, but it was a scarf. A scarf? I don't even know.
Dr. Beldine's exams are so thorough and considerate. It's a great comfort being in the hands of St. Ursula's capable staff.
I'm too young to be stuck in a hospital like this, not to mention too pretty. And it's for throwing out my back of all things. Gah! I feel like an old biddy.
Shizuku's condition is a complex case that straddles the line between 3 disciplines: surgery, internal medicine, and neurology. Some may think recovering her vision to be impossible, but so long as it isn't totally impaired, I believe she still has a chance. Though in that sense, chasing after such a faint hope may ultimately be more painful than giving up altogether. Nevertheless, if the McLeans have the courage to continue fighting, then so do I.
Yeah, Beldine. If Michael can get well, Shizuku can get well. Spirits are low among the staff and faculty right now. It's understandable after how invested the entire hospital was in Shizuku's recent surgery. However, that's no excuse for these sullen expressions we're wearing. There are other patients who need us. Times like these are precisely when we need to give them hope. That's what I always say. Hear, hear.
Morale at the hospital has been at an all-time low since Shizuku's operation. Still, that's just all the more reason we nurses have to keep a smile on our faces. You're right. Having Kia in our lives has taught us just how powerful a good smile can be. I'm sure you could provide the same pick-me-up for the patients, Cecile. Yes, if anyone can melt their worries away, it's you. That's kind of you to say. The hospital may be down on morale, but Shizuku's still holding out hope. We owe it to her to do the same.
Yes, indeed.
I was standing around all down in the dumps over Shizuku's surgery when out of nowhere, Martha gave me a whap on the butt. It scared me half to death. And did you have to do it so hard? I can still feel the sting of her hand. I have to admit though, it's like she slapped all the doom and gloom right out of me. I'm feeling a lot more ready to seize the day now.
Don't get any ideas, Randy. Yo.
I don't think the results of Shizuku's surgery were all bad. There's some glimmers of hope to be found there. The fact that her eyesight recovered even a little bit is a step in the right direction. We're getting closer. I just know it. Now isn't the time for St. Ursula to falter. Agreed!
You have nothing but free time on your hands when you're stuck in a hospital gown. Mayhaps I'll marathon all of these books I brought along with me.
That's a positive spin on it. I'm only in for a simple operation. It shouldn't be long before I'm in fine fettle again. Still, being away from home has me worried about how the rest of my family is doing. I hope my husband is taking good care of the kids, or at least making sure they get their 3 squares a day.
Oh, just the 2 of you. Well, you never know what can bloom in a hospital room. As she just talked about her husband. I heard there's a long wait for first-time visits. This is probably going to take a while. Nothing like being in a hospital waiting room all day. At my last checkup, I was told to cut back on my sweets intake. I said my body would pay for it if I didn't. So here I am, trying to change up my lifestyle. But they're just so good. Even now, I'll gravitate to the sugary stuff before I realize it. I need to be more careful. Yes, you can't have it in your house. Can't have it in your house, man.
I saw a couple of doctors having an argument in front of the exam room. Come to think of it, a lot of the staff here seem on edge. Did something happen? I commute to this hospital quite a bit. The doctors here are surgical experts. That fact alone is enough to give me peace of mind. Shizuku has gone through several surgeries in our attempts to restore her vision. But none have been successful, even though we have the finest doctors on the continent. I can only imagine the anguish she and Mr. McLean are going through. This is bad. I can feel a pall of gloom settling in over the staff. We had high hopes that Shizuku's surgery would succeed. Moping about it won't solve anything, but it's hard not to be discouraged.
At least we're not talking about independence. The new buzzwords are Shizuku's surgery. Shizuku's most recent surgery relied on a groundbreaking new procedure developed by Dr. Salen. Interest for this new method among the medical community is high. I'd say we regained some of the respect we lost since last spring's incident. That being said, now is no time for celebration. The operation was hardly a success after all. But it was still oh boy. I knew it when I heard the argument. Dr. Salen's surgical technique is flawless on paper. Nothing short of revolutionary in the field of healthcare. So what went wrong? Could the operation have failed due to your incompetence? You pompous son of a... If anyone's at fault, it's you! You were the least experienced person there. What did you just say? You want a piece of me? I'll let you off easy. This time. Likewise. The senior staff assisted Dr. Salen with the surgery, so we're all feeling the same frustration she is. Will our failure cause that poor little girl to spiral into despair? That's my only concern. I really need to keep my cool head. Yeah, you rarely do, if I may be so blunt. Old man by the sea, old man by the St. Ursula Medical College. Well, this is some good news. Your condition has improved greatly since the time you were first admitted here, Mr. Queen. Are you sure? Yes, though we still need to keep tabs on your progress from here on out. Still, at least you won't have to be hospitalized again.
Isn't that great, Grandpa? You're healthy now, and you don't have to stay in the hospital again either.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I'm so happy for you, Grandpa. I knew your medicine was working. All I had to do was make you take it.
You never know what they could tell you, so I've been reluctant to get checked up. Who'd have thought it'd end up like this? It's all thanks to Misa. It is. This reminds me of a time I heard of a patient who was cured after discovering a passion for theater. Finding what makes you happy can be the best medicine. I'm glad Queen found that in spending time with the Misa. That's good. That's one good positive light in this darkness.
Shizuku's operation had the most advanced medical devices and cutting-edge surgical techniques on the continent. Yet it still failed. It's so damn frustrating. I don't want it to end like this. Shizuku put all her faith in us. We can't just give up now.
I know the surgery wasn't a success, but I think the doctors did everything that they could. Don't get me wrong, it's a shame that Shizuku's vision hasn't been restored, and I'm not saying it's a lost cause. But if you ask me, the doctors shouldn't blame themselves over it. There's no sense in letting it bring them down. Agreed. Come on now. That should be everybody at that. Did we talk to the nurse?
Shizuku has had several surgeries, but none have been successful in restoring her vision. I can only imagine the anguish she and Mr. McLean are going through.
Well. I still think it's been a net positive. It's been a net positive, everybody. Now, let's get in that car. Let's get it up to the sandbank. I believe this is around the area they said we were gonna meet a spooky new monster. So, as we get just a nice view of what's to come, I think this is a nice place for us to leave off for now. Tune in next time when we kick some cryptid butt and bring day 1 of chapter 3 to a close. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Carl, and this has been Trails to Completion.